Okay, so apologize. There's a little bit of bright sunlight in the background where I decided to start shooting. But if you were brought here by my previous video, the unboxing, then welcome back. If you're new to the channel and first watching this video, please go back and check out the unboxing video and some of the other associated videos. You can go look. I have an Isom 1 video out there as well. But where do I begin? I mean, I just finished reading Isom 2. Wow. I mean, really, just wow. I'm a little bummed because it's over, but the book was just blew my mind. I have more questions than I have answers now. I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, I really can't show you anything from the book. There was very little I was able to show in the last video because, again, we're doing these with no spoilers. There wasn't a lot. There was some art released, but it was primarily concept drawings and more or less like a collage. There wasn't like a single full panel on the campaign that I could show. So I just want to give everybody time to still get their books, because I know especially our international brethren are not going to receive their books probably for at least another week, depending where they are in the world and when they ordered their books. So I want to give them ample time to receive their books and just be honestly quite blown away. I very rarely read something these days that draws me so much into it, and I know there were a lot of complaints about the previous book. I guess regarding the kind of the slowness of it. Don't be fooled. If you didn't get Isom, go on and get it now. If you didn't catch the sale where it was, what, I think 50% off, you missed out, especially if you didn't get to read it. If you can still grab Isom 1, do it. You don't need it to understand the story, but the whole purpose is like everything else, it's world building. I think you can still get a fairly good grasp of what Isom and the Ill-Advised arc is all about, but there's some information there that you may not necessarily be privy to. And if you certainly didn't get the cards, then there are some special things that have not yet been revealed on there, and I haven't talked about the cards, and I may talk about the cards soon. We'll see. I think we've had more than enough time for people to get their cards and see what's going on with that. But whatever your complaints were with Isom 1, I guess, if you will, I just call it Isom. I don't say Isom 1, although it is issue 1. Most of what I did see, I wouldn't say it's necessarily been addressed directly by Eric or the team. I believe it's just a natural progression of the story. Guys, I mean, you are in for one hell of a ride. You really are. I mean, there's drama, there's mystery, there's intrigue, and there's action, and there's a shit ton, a literal shit ton of action in this book. There's so much action in there, your head is going to spin. But again, like I said, there's a lot of mysteries in there, a lot of questions that are, weren't there before. You get a few tidbits in there where you're starting to kind of put the puzzle pieces together. And I have so many theories right now, and it's killing me because I can't show you the book. We really can't discuss these right now. These are things that are going to have to be addressed in follow-up videos. Fortunately or unfortunately, however one wants to look at it. But if you have not bought the book and you're still on the fence and you were a purchaser of Isom 1, or you have the option to get both books, do yourself a favor and go out and get it. You will not be disappointed. I mean, every reader is different, but you kind of have to look at like everything else, you have to look at the whole picture. So Isom 1 is a slow burn, as I've said before. There's no doubt about that, but that's intentional. That's not an accident. It's not a mistake. That was the purpose, because you're world building. It's the launch of the universe. So of course you don't expect to be delivered on a platter, or at least you shouldn't. I know there's people out there that, want to be spoon-fed or whatever, and I guess that's fine. Everybody has their own style. That's not for me, but that's okay. I believe you can still enjoy the book. So again, if you have not already gone it, go out and grab yourself a copy or 2 or 3 or 4. I went in a lot harder on this campaign. I just had the means to do it this time. My finances weren't tied up like they were during the first campaign. So I'm not dissatisfied. I look forward to see what's coming through. I'm really even more hyped than I was before for Yaira. I can only wait to see what Yaira. I can tell you there is. Actually, I can't tell you. Let's just say there's mention, and I'll leave it at that. You got to read the book. I hate to do that to you guys, but you really must read the book. I just do not want to ruin it. I hate to have to wait, but I really feel that it's fair to everybody that we give everyone a chance to read it, and then we can talk about it later. I know there's always kind of this, I guess, urge among society to just kind of get out there and spill it. I really believe that it'd be best if we just kind of let this percolate a little bit and give people a chance to enjoy it. There's kind of been a starvation period, I guess, if you will, or famine among us comic book nerds, where we've having to really seek out those diamonds in the rough to things that we enjoy. I haven't read it yet. If you happen to see, I don't know what I'm going to use for a thumbnail, but if you follow me on Twitter, or the X app, as it's now known, which I'm totally fine with, it's at unearthing_USA. I'll link that below in the description. If you want to follow me, great. I personally don't understand why people follow me. I guess some people find me interesting. I'm not sure, but I have pictured with Isom in there something I posted earlier. This book, you can see in the background. This is Void Rivals. This is from Skybound Entertainment. Sorry, there's a bit of a reflection because you can see there's the sun right behind me. It's setting in the west behind me. That's Void Rivals number 2. I have not read that yet. I'm about to read that here in a moment. That is the second book in the Void Rivals series, which launched the Energon universe, which is a shared universe between G.I. Joe and Transformers. The Void Rivals 1 had the first appearance of Jetfire in there. So if you're at all interested in the Transformers or G.I. Joe, go check that out, because they're going to have 2 books. They're going to have what's the first book called? I'm blanking. I know there's Cobra Commander, and the other one is I'm blanking on it right now. I can't think of it. I'll have to talk about it later. I'll link it below in the description if you're interested in going and check out what the Energon universe is all about. But I think that about wraps it up for me. I mean, we've already talked on long enough without me really being able to show you anything. I just wanted to kind of express my gratitude to Eric and the team. Outstanding job, guys. I mean, sounds stupid. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight without, my mind running a million miles an hour, which it usually does it at night anyway, because I already kind of have hyperactive brain to be theorizing about Isom until, the middle of the morning or whatever. But as always, until next time, guys, like I said, you can follow me here on YouTube, Rumble, soon to be live streaming probably video games on Kick, and you can follow me again on the X app, which is unearthing_USA. And until next time, happy reading.